I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Culpy and Chip.
Autumn Reflection, November's Doom, The Pale Heart Departure is the name of this record. Very interesting scarecrow looking figure on the album cover.
Cool.
Shout out to the big homie.
You know
you know who you are.
Autumn Reflection. That sounds kind of pretty and sad.
I've seen
Creepy,
a lot of requests for this song over the months.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
so
that's good.
this should be very interesting. If you want to, I don't know. I'm assuming they're a doom metal band because the name of the band is November's Doom.
That's what I was assuming. Some kind of a...
So it's a doom metal band, I'm assuming. If you want to check out timely, topical, political commentary, you can check us out at Middle America with Vin and Sori.
We're behind the scenes. Check out my Sori life.
Fireside conversations happen there for sure.
On his channel. Well, sometimes on my channel too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's on his channel, then it's all like political discussion. You can call in debate. You can get angry. My channel is, hey, let's talk about life.
Right. If you want to be angry at the big homie Vin, if you want to call me crazy, and somebody asked me if I was a leftist operative, another person asked me if I was a right-wing operative.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, as soon as you say something for or against Trump, you're either right or left.
You can see how that happens.
Yeah, you can see how that goes.
All right, you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Go.
Is this the official video?
It might be, but if I have to switch it, I'll switch it.
I remember yesterday, the rain fell to the earth, for I dream of your arrival and color my dark world with faith. Knowing you would be the strong one to keep my focus in close view. Thank the heavens above for the angel beside me today, the guardian of my sanity, the one who will save my soul. If I ever doubt the faith I hold, I only need one smile from you, and an autumn reflection will deliver me to your arms. Someday you will understand how much you mean to me. For every day that passes me by, I long for the person you will become. thank the heavens above for the angel beside me today, the guardian of my sanity. The one who will save my soul. If I ever doubt the faith I hold, I only need one smile from you, and an autumn reflection will deliver me to your arms. I am stronger now. Came into my life with the thought of your smile. I remember yesterday.
That was really sad.
What did you,
What did I get out of it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, at the beginning, you know, when he was saying, I remember yesterday the rain fell to the earth, for I dream of your arrival and color my dark world with faith. Knowing you would be, well, so at first I was like, okay, like that part was like really emotional to me because like he was looking in at the cradle and, you know.
Yeah, and it was kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I didn't notice that it was destroyed. Everything kind of just looked odd in that picture. But I know like you know, when you think of bringing a baby into the world, like I'm sure not everybody, but like you think of like the hope, like it's almost like hope, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I want to cry. And so when he was saying that, like, and he was saying color my dark world with faith, I was like, oh, well, that's really sweet because he's just saying like that his world has been very dark, but that the arrival of this child is gonna like bring some faith into his life because, and it does, like, you know, being pregnant and stuff, like it's, the whole thing is just like amazing when you actually stop and think about it and you think about all the things that could prevent a pregnancy, like just naturally in your body and stuff like that, but that all those things get overrode when finally a child's gonna come.
Yeah.
And stuff, so I was like, oh, that's really cool. But then, like, but at the same time I was kind of like, and then he said, knowing you would be the strong one to keep my focus in close view. And that's when I could hear you being like, unhealthy! You know how you always say like different relationships are unhealthy?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's way too much to put on a child, that they would be the strong one for you. I mean, when I went through that, you know, there was a time where I was like very, very suicidal. And like one of the, Selah was like a big reason why I didn't do anything, because it's, you know, what am I going to leave her without a mom?
Well, yeah, I think when he says she's a strong one, I don't think he means that he is depending on her per se. Although there are
depending on her for coloring his world and keeping him in focus and.
Well, when I say depending, I mean there are some relationships where the child is obviously carrying the parent.
Yeah.
And it's clear.
Uh-huh.
And there are other times where the parent draws inspiration from the child to make certain changes and things like that.
Yeah.
So if he's talking about it from that perspective, I think it can be healthy if it doesn't get taken too far.
Right.
So somebody's, you know, I talk about this all the time. You know, somebody's a heroin addict and you say, hey, you know, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if it's just for themselves, they don't care. But if you say your kids are going to be without a father,
right?
I've seen dudes go, "Wait, no, I got to do something." And so, in that sense, if he means you would be the strong one to keep my focus in close view, if he means by that, then I don't think it can necessarily has to be dangerous. But it's what happens when the kids start parenting their parents.
Yeah.
That you know, there's an obvious. I think everybody can agree with that.
Yeah, I think that I thank the heavens above for the angel beside me today. That I'm like good with that. Like, the guardian of my sanity, the one who will save my soul. But I can see what you're saying, where it's like, okay, like if this gets him in a good direction, or if he's just saying like if he's putting all that on the child. The child in the video did not look very happy. Until she thought her daddy had come home, and it turns out he was dead.
Yeah, I don't think he's like literally dead, but I think he's metaphorically dead. I think he's dealing with the thing that everybody who has a job where you have to leave your kids constantly has to deal with, which is your kid wants you, you want to be with them, but you're always leaving them too. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, I had to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, when I had a job that required me to.
Right.
To leave them, it's difficult.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's. I was worried that the kid was gonna die, especially at the beginning when I saw the broken crib. But I don't think that that's what happened. I mean,
that's what I thought too.
Because
you saw the whole house was collapsed. She wasn't in it anymore.
Yeah, the house is collapsing. I think that kind of maybe symbolized a broken home. Like he could.
Look at the home. The home was already broken.
Well, it was in shabby condition, but it was still a home. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as she got out, the home collapsed. So it just looked like a metaphor of he wasn't able to keep the family together type of thing. Because the mom isn't there at all. She's completely missing. Right. So.
But did you see when she was packing her toys in the suitcase? And then, like, it went from the view of inside the suitcase and it was just a giant hole that she was just throwing it into? What did that mean?
Yeah, I just think that, when you have a broken home, that there's really no place to go to. Usually you pack your suitcase because you're going to relocate. But if the home is broken, there is no place to relocate to because you're never going to be home again, technically. See what I'm saying? So it just looked to me like the relationship with his girl, with his wife, girlfriend, whatever, didn't work out, and now this girl is, So now she's in a broken home, and then the dad who she's going to ends up being a scarecrow or whatever because he's always traveling or whatever. That's what it looked like to me. Obviously he didn't literally die in the video.
Well, all of a sudden he was gone, and she was holding the scarecrow's hand, and they were burying something.
Well, I'm with you. I'm saying, but he's still alive in the video. He's still singing in the video. See what I'm saying? So the death, I'm saying, is metaphorical.
Oh.
And him being a scarecrow, I think, is also metaphorical of him being there, but not really being there.
Oh.
So, but
I thought it was really cute the way that he was calling her his angel.
Well. In a lot of metal, and this is a pretty dark band, just aesthetically speaking. And in a lot of metal, like it seems like you just have a hard time saying "I love you." Like if you're gonna do a love song, it's got to be a stalker, and But I thought it was
Walk with me in hell.
Right, "Walk with Me in Hell," right? Like, which is actually a pretty romantic song if you really look at the lyrics. But it's "Walk with me in hell" because we're metal here. We're not gonna. Yeah. This one was just very straightforward, like I love you.
But I think that was because it was the love of a father to a daughter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when it's like a relationship, then you can be like, take out the shackles, baby. Like there can be like that, but that's not like your kid. Like it's just the love that you have for, like, especially a father, masculine to his daughter, feminine, like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so I changed a lot when Dorian was born.
uh-huh.
No, I changed a ton when I found out we were pregnant with Dorian.
Right.
Like, boom! When Zoe was born, I changed a lot as well.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, and you remember like when it was everybody was like, oh, it's always your favorite, it's always your favorite.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's my favorite. It was just I had a little girl. I of course I have a little sister, but I didn't get to grow up with her.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if I'd have grew up with her, we would have had a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But I never had a little so like here is this little, and the baby that died that my mom had was a girl.
Oh.
So I never had a little sister or anything like that. So then I'm holding this little girl, and she's so different from Dorian, and you see how quickly she laughs at stuff and whatever. And Dorian wasn't like that. You know, Dorian, like you go with that guy. He'd like observe, like, what are you doing? Since like that's how he is now. Like,
Yeah.
he'd
Yeah.
say to me, "Dad, why are you doing that?" That's
right.
before he started calling me father, because
Right.
he's all mature. He'd be like, "Why are you doing that?" Whereas Zoe would just, "Ah!"
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh. She was just so easy to please, and she just loved seeing me. Anytime she'd see me,
Oh yeah, I remember there was like a time we weren't together, obviously. She was probably like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
And like I remember like she was with us and her mom was there, but she kept looking for you.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually piece it together that she was looking for you because in my mind it was unfathomable for a little girl to like want her daddy that much. Like if my mom was there, I was good. Like it was cool if my dad was there too, but like I wanted my mom. And like you came up the driveway and like she came running out. She was like, "Daddy!" And she was so small.
Yeah.
Oh my word, she was so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, she really wanted her dad.
Yeah.
And then like she ran over to you, "Daddy, Daddy," and you scooped her up and hugged. It was the cutest.
Yeah.
Oh my word, the cutest picture. Oh.
Yeah, it's
And it was from that point on that, well, my ex at the time, we were pregnant, but we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl. When he saw that whole scene happen, he was like, "Oh, I would like to get a girl." It was the cutest scene. We should have done that in front of an abortion clinic.
We'd go out, me and her, and go shopping with her, and she'd be like, "My daddy is an honored man."
An honored man?
Yeah.
They're so funny because like when we go, you know how like you'll be like announce it to the world if it's their birthday and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Like that's not me. So like when I take them out and they want me to make these announcements, I'm like, "You guys, it's not me." Like, oh, if your father was here, if daddy was here, they'd be telling everybody.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah,
This is my daughter. It's her birthday.
Oh yeah, I was in trouble.
And I'm not like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is there a birthday discount? Okay.
Yeah, but Dorian Dorian showed me like there was so much about God that I learned from Dorian.
Yeah.
Well,
the father-son relationship. Yeah, I can see that.
But Zoe, it's indescribable. I can't even describe like the effect that your daughter has on you.
Well, yeah, and that's what. See, to me, that was like that soft edge and the softness in the music and stuff like that. That you would put in there, is because
I was a very hard person. Like, my mom used to, "Why are you so hard, Vin?" Mm-hmm. Just a very intractable, I'm talking about emotionally hard person. Like, and I there's still areas of my personality that I'm still a very hard person, but they're just, it's very difficult to be like a hard dude when you have a little, and then when she started talking and everything and saying daddy, like, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody thinks that their kid is like, whatever. But Zoe's, I mean, she's objectively just, she, I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but if me and her started a Twitch channel, like, we would be huge.
Oh yeah.
You know it, and I know
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, man, she, and her personality is just,
it didn't matter what you put her in. You could put her in something, and she'll steal the light.
If I had, I think about it a lot about like getting her an agent and getting her like, because if she was on, she could be on TV easy.
Oh yeah, she
like
could.
her personality is insane.
Yeah.
But
she's on the fly too with stuff.
Yeah. She just, but it's true. Like kids have that effect. They can color your dark world with faith. That's a good line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the way
I thought it was interesting that he said with faith.
Yeah.
Because I just would have thought that he would have stopped at color my dark world.
Well, he says, I thank the heavens above.
Yeah, and he calls her name. But it brings about that supernatural, like, that love between it. You just know this is not...
Yeah.
This is something other than what we have here.
Sonia says, like, chemical reactions in my brain are giving me the blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like, I don't buy it. Like...
Once you have a kid and you're, like, looking at it, you're like, this is not... No.
Yeah, and the kid... And the crazy thing with the kid, it's like, the kid's like, all right, Mom, Dad, I'm 100% dependent on you, but I know you're going to come through, so I'm going to take a nap and poop now. Good day.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
I'm going to do what I can to wreck your life. But...
I love, like, the baby stage. I love it. I'm very, very excited for Orion, and I just love that stuff. I love it. I love all of it. I always had fun with the baby stage. Always.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, because at the very, very beginning they're just blobs. They don't really interact much with you and whatever, and but they get to talking, man. Forget it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, I was blown away by how straightforward the song was. I mean, it was a pro-God song to some degree.
Oh yeah.
If I ever doubt the faith that I hold, I only need one smile from you, and an autumn reflection will deliver me into her arms. I'm wondering if his daughter's name is Autumn.
Oh, I was like, I didn't understand that part though, the autumn reflection.
Well, autumn's kind of like aesthetically a beautiful period, but I'm wondering if that's like a double entendre that
you're right.
That his daughter's name is actually Autumn. And kids kind of do. Like I said, there's an unhealthy way to look at this, but kids kind of guard your sanity. Because I remember there was certain, like, you had some...
They do both.
Right, they tried... Right. I remember you had some insane ideas that you would tell me. Mm-hmm. And I would say to myself, well, this is completely batshit crazy. But I'd say to myself, I could either sit down there and reason her out of this, or I could just bring up the effect on Selah, and then boom, I brought up, and then you'd snap out of it immediately. You know what I mean? So, this is, before we were together and such, but like, kids kind of, they do that. If you, like, the idea that a person could, I'm not going there, but yeah, kids definitely do that for you. There's a lot of, like, fear around. This is one of the tragic things to me about abortion is like this whole thing about, oh, you're not fiscally ready, or you're not whatever, and you're not this, you're not that, and you're not this, and when it's like, if you would just give yourself and this kid a chance to meet each other. If you would just give yourself a chance to meet each other, all that shit would go out the window immediately. The first time you hold that kid, it would go out the window. And I know that there are a lot of, like, terrible stories of kids being abused by their parents, but there are millions and millions of other stories where a kid has completely changed the life for the better for the parent, and has really rooted them and grounded them. And,
our friend, what do I want to say her name?
The crazy one.
She just had another baby.
Yeah.
Well, she was in a real bad situation when she got pregnant.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And she was going to abort the baby because she was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Like, all of it was against her.
Yeah, the whole world was against her, literally.
The profession that she had, the drugs that she was using, everything. But, like, she struggled.
She was around some real life hitters. Like, she was... There's stuff I can't say. Like, she was...
But she was so glad she kept the baby.
I know.
And she's like, I don't regret it. She's like, she's my life. And she just had another one.
Yeah, and she just had another one. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like it's hard to, you know. I get it. I get all the, you know. Everybody knows where we are in the whole pro-choice, pro-life discussion, but one of the major tragedies to me is I know what it did in my life. I know what it did and I know realistically it doesn't do that for everybody, but it does it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's about giving the kid a chance, but sometimes it's also like give yourself a chance to meet this person.
Yep.
Because there's nothing like it, and
And it's not without its frustrations. Like, even this girl that I'm talking about. Like, there's days where she'll post something on Facebook where she's like, this kid is drunk.
Yeah, and I'm
you
like,
know what I mean?
John Thomas's. But, yeah.
But at the same time, like, she's like, oh my God. But she loves her so much, you know?
It's one of those situations where once you have the kid, you literally could not imagine your life without them. Like, which one of them could any of us live without? You know what I mean? Like,
right. Exactly.
So that's one of the sad things for me about this whole thing that's happening in our country. It's like, there's a lot of things that are sad, but a lot of times I'm sad for the parents. Because, man, that's those are beautiful.
So
those are beautiful moments, you know. And they, it doesn't matter how big. And I've known some hard dudes, man. Believe you me, I've known some real like dudes that have done incredible stuff on this planet. That they're kids, man. Like,
oh yeah.
When you're out there chilling and you're getting the adrenaline down and everybody's like chillaxing and stuff, like everybody's talking about their kids. Everybody wants to go home to their kids, you know. Like it's just so. It's a crazy thing.
Wild to me that an entire lifetime of memories can be erased in one act.
Yeah.
You know, like, this will make me emotional too, but like, I was too busy in Walmart to even see this thing. You know, but Zoe was like looking around and then she saw it and then she saw his little face and she just loved this little fish that's inside this ball, and then she started thinking, oh, I could buy this for Orion. She's been doing the thumbnails for our channel. So she gets paid for doing her little thumbnails. And then, so she took some of her money, you know, and she bought it. But like, this would have never happened. Like, this little ball that you've been playing with would not even be on the desk.
And Johan has like this blanket that he he has for Ryan. He's like, I can't wait to see him in my blanket.
He has two gifts already.
He wrote him did you see the note he wrote? I'm your brother. Oh, I could. He's another one that oh man, yeah, I'd have a million kids if I could. I mean,
Sayla's looking forward to. She wanted a baby doll for her birthday.
They're all just.
She puts it in a little pack in the front of her. She's like, when you carry Orion like this, I'm gonna carry my baby Elizabeth.
Yeah. Anyway, beautiful song. I was extremely pleasantly surprised by.
Oh, I was too. I did not expect this at all.
Yeah, and it's a real like appreciation.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I always say, like, oh man, you know, we're doing this recording binge and stuff, but once we get done these recordings, we're gonna be able to Fortnite and wrestle around with them and just have them all around us. Like, I'm so grateful for that. You know, like, man.
I know I keep talking about it. I'm like, you guys, when we take that little vacation, there's gonna be no recording. We're gonna be able to hang out and stuff like that. So, and the weather's gonna be nicer, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, I love our family. I love it. it's a beautiful thing, and this is a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to the big homie for being brave enough to write this. You know.
Yeah.
And if something happened to his daughter, I don't want to know. Like, so if there's some tragic backstory to this, like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
For now, all I know is that the girl keeps him grounded and whatever, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. So if she died, don't say anything in the comments. But if she didn't, and her name is really Autumn, then you can say
You
that.
can fill us in.
Okay. We can solve.
10.
Yeah, this is a completely emotional 10 for me.
Yeah, me too.
Not a lot of variants sonically. Well, toward the end, there are some variants, and I don't care because this is completely emotional for me because I'm very emotional.
Oh yeah. Well, number 7 is through a child's eyes, So,
Yeah. All right. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.
The one who will save my soul. If I ever doubt the faith I hold,